Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Leeny Budgets here, and today we're going to be doing a budget with me in November. This is a long requested overdue type of video, so if you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you are subscribed, welcome back, and let's just jump right into this video, you guys. So again, like I mentioned, this is a long requested overdue video. I always get requested about this all the time, so here we are. Okay, here we are, and this is how I'm able to budget. Now let me just put two disclaimers out there. Disclaimer number one, everybody's budget is going to be totally different from everyone. Okay, you do what works for you. So some people might gravitate to my budget, some people might gravitate to someone else's budget, and that's totally fine as long as you're budgeting and saving money. That's most important. Okay, one disclaimer number two is that my budget is totally minuscule, very small. It's not like everyone else's that pay rent and mortgage, which is why I'm able to cast stuff a little bit more compared to the norm. All right, I live with family. They don't ask for much. Do I contribute a bill at least? Yes, I do. Electric bill, and I have groceries. I do contribute most of the time. For groceries, they don't really care for it unless they like, yeah, you can give me the money for that, and then they'll buy groceries. But usually they don't ask for much, so I just contribute. Mostly is electric bill. Okay, so I decided to write everything down just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I have my calculator, I have my pen and paper, so I'm gonna need you guys to get your paper, your pen, and your calculator. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. Okay, now we're here. Okay, so you got everything? All right, good. Okay, so November, this is November budget with me. All right, my monthly income is $2,800. So if you get paid bi-weekly, you see your checks, count everything, every paycheck. That's what you get every month. That's your monthly income. If you get paid bi-weekly, count your checks. You get 2 checks. Okay, cool. For the most part, every month you get 2 checks. Sometimes you get 3. But for those, that get paid bi-weekly, you count the 2 checks, and then that's what you get every month. Okay, you guys are following me? I hope you guys are understanding. Okay, so I did it like this. Monthly income is $2,800, and my bi-weekly income is $1,400. So $1,400 is what I get every paycheck. Okay, so you just divide it, what you receive in your month, and you divide it, and this is what you receive from every paycheck. Okay, now my monthly expenses, how I do it is everything is divided into 2s. Okay, so my phone bill is $68 every month. So $68 divided into $2, that gives you $34, and that gets paid 24th of every month. So we're still in November, so this is going to be due on the 24th of this month. Okay, iCloud is one of my subscriptions that I pay for every month, and that's $10. So $10 divided into 2 gives you 5. Okay, and that gets paid every 6 months. Okay, so I already paid for this month, and this is for December coming up. Electric bill, usually that fluctuates. We're in the cold seasons. It's fall now in New York, so electric bill, I'm just gonna estimate it into $80. Okay, so usually it goes above that, but I'm just gonna put $80 as an estimate for now. All right, so $80 every month from the 2 paychecks. You divide it into 2. So $80 divide into 2 gives you $40. So that's usually contributed on the 13th. I already paid the electric bill for November, so this is going to be the upcoming for December. Okay, Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen your emails that the prices just went up, a little increase in the prices. So for Netflix, it's just me on my Netflix account, so I'm just going to estimate it to $12. So $12 every month moving forward. So $12 divided into 2 gives you $6. Okay, and that comes out on the 10th of each month. I already paid for this month, so here we are in December for next month. Metro card, again, I live in New York, we have Metro card passes. That's your bus pass. For those who know, you know. I do not drive, I do not have a vehicle of my own, so there goes that. I use public transportation, so I treat it as a bill because I need that every month to get to work in places. Okay, so the prices have increased in the Metro card recently. So Metro card is $132 every month. Okay, divided into 2 gives you 66. So $66 is coming out from each of my paychecks, both of my paychecks. Okay, transportation, this is emergency purposes. If I happen to need to use Lyft, Uber, sometimes I do a little OT at work, so there goes that. Usually I get a ride home from work, but if I don't happen to get a ride home, then I like to be prepared, and the buses usually later on in the night and stuff, it doesn't run as much as it would during the day. So yeah, if I feel like I go with my instincts. If I feel like it's not gonna be safe out there, I'm taking my Uber and Lyft, but usually that's usually on the weekends for the most part. So there goes that. Now you add everything up together. Okay, everything, I mean everything right here together. Okay, so it gives you $226. So if I was to add that up, it gives you $452 from each of my paychecks. Actually, no, for the monthly paycheck, I'm sorry. For my monthly paycheck is $452 is what I contribute every month for my monthly expenses. But okay, we're gonna treat this as this is our first paycheck of the month. Okay, so right here we got the 226. So we're gonna go, let's say I received my paycheck for my first paycheck, so we got 1,400. take away 226 equals $1,174. Okay, so this is the leftover from here. This is my monthly expenses, and this is what I have left over after adding up everything here. Okay, so with my first paycheck of November, if you guys haven't seen, be sure to check out that cast stuffing video of my first paycheck from November. For my daily wallet was 180. I go over everything that I need, most of what I need more than what I want. So daily wallet, I'm talking about allowance for myself, which is $50 that I give myself every week. If I need personal items like pads and lotions and you know, feminine products that I need for myself that I use on a daily, that's considered personal for me. Toiletries will be considered for things that I need around the house. Maybe I need bathroom cleaner, maybe I need a shower curtain, detergent. That's considered for me in toiletries. I know people do it differently. Some people name it household, some people name it toiletries. I put that as toiletries. But if I don't need anything and I go around and I see that I didn't run out of anything, I have a good amount of what it is, then I don't need to put that in my daily wallet, if that makes sense for you guys. Okay, all right, so for my first paycheck of November, back to that, I did the daily wallet. It was $180, right? And the sinking funds is $375, which came down to 500. Totaling that came down to $555. So right here, this was my cash stuffing for the first paycheck of November. So we got 1,174. Take away $555 equals $619. That's what I have left over from the first cast stuffing. All right, cast stuffing total for the second paycheck that I recently did as well, be sure to check out that video, is the daily wallet came down to $100. That was for myself. It was $50 for myself, $50 for groceries. Yeah, so that came down to $100 in my daily wallet. That's it. No personal, no toiletries, nothing. I have everything that I need. And then the sinking funds came down to $300, including my 10K challenge. I forgot to mention that. Before I do my sinking funds, I always put my 10K challenge first, and the things that are more important to me, and then after that is the things that I want after that. So I just plug in those numbers to see what I'm able to work with and what's in my budget. So the leftover is $619. Right here was $400 from my previous paycheck. You guys are following? I hope you guys are following with what I'm saying. I know I'm probably all over the place, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying here. Okay, so the leftover from here was $619. Take away the $400 from the second paycheck of November. So take away $400 equals $219 left over. I do not do a zero based budget. Reason being, things come up. If I happen to have $50 left over, that's it. If I happen to have $100 left over, so be it. And yes, I do contribute to my savings, like high yield, but that number works for me. Okay, for privacy purposes, I'm not putting that. This is just a budget. All right, now you can do that, whatever you want to put for your savings for whatever month, and you plug in those numbers for that, and you see what you have left over. It makes sense that way. Okay, so this is just a budget of how I'm able to do that and cast stuff every single week. Now if I happen to be a little bit over, I'm going to cross out the things that are really not needed in the moment of things. Okay, sometimes I want to put $50 for vacation, but if I'm not able to put $50 for vacation and I happen to put in $10, $20, then so be it, because I'll be able to put a little bit more later on. You know, important things come up. You want to focus on the things that you need more than what you want. All right, yeah, I want my vacation and everything. I have my vacation coming up, but I'd rather have my medical, I'd rather have my birthday, I'd rather have the daily things that I usually use on a regular monthly type of basis. I focus on those things. I look around before I say I'm going to buy whatever. And if I have a good amount of things that I have in my home, then I'm not buying it. You know, but when I see that I'm running on empty, then it's time to re-up. Okay, so I hope this budget actually helps you guys out there. For those who want to know how I'm able to budget, again, this might work for some of you out there, but please, you guys, just budget. Budget doesn't have to be boring. It's actually fun. Okay, as long as you're saving, and when you realize how much you're saving and cast stuffing or whatever works for you guys, you'll be surprised how much money you have. Okay, so be sure to continue to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, I know this is a long overdue video, and I'm just super excited that I'm able to do this. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye till next time.